What up, though? Scalpers back. Had a week
Scalpers, what up?
What up, though? What up, Triple? Wait, whoa.
I don't know.
He took his step.
Hey, we listen to T.I.
I'm scared. Nah, I've been gone. Now I'm scared.
We listen to T.I. T.I. had guns.
T.I. still got guns. He's gonna tell you about them.
Yeah, because he's smart.
Smarter than the average bit. That's
well, hold up. I meant to T.I. that up. I meant to use a bunch of big words.
Well, his intellectual capacity has truly surpassed the average Homo sapien, and in ultra equivocal levels. No,
to make me smart enough to know that I fear incarceration.
I fear incarceration to the highest degree of filthiness.
Right.
Oh man, and the funniest shit going on in the sports world right now, I would have to say, is this Jello ball, this fucking clown,
Jello and them goof ass boys that stole some shit out of the store in China.
Hey dog, they needed them Cardi glasses, man.
What store was it?
Louis.
It was a Louis store.
3-4.
Yeah, they hit a lick in about
several stores.
They hit a lick. They got caught in Louis.
I can't afford.
They're on camera in the other stores, but they hit the lick in the other stores.
Well, they hit the lick to 3 guys minimum 6'5",
right?
Black guys in China.
No, what probably got on UCLA apparel.
Right, saw him stealing. Was like, let's just follow these clowns.
Like, now that I think about it, I didn't even think about that when you first said until you just said it. Like, automatically when y'all walk in the store, the camera is on y'all because y'all taller. Y'all
hurry up and buy it.
Yeah,
well,
you know what I'm saying?
Y'all stand out.
I wouldn't even say that much. I would say it's just to the point of how much money do you have?
Nah, F that. Dog.
If you black and 6'5" in another country and they know you're an athlete, more than likely. If you got on UCLA apparel or something, they're like, oh, okay.
No, the fact
whether they think they got money or whether they
you
think
6'5" in
you
China.
Standing out.
Yeah.
You getting all the attention in the world.
As soon as you walk in the store,
you're not incognito about anything.
Not at all. And then if a good portion of your family is doing a shoe signing,
they may not.
They may know who you are, dumbass.
No, they ain't know who the fuck LiAngelo Ball was.
Well,
no, we don't know who LiAngelo Ball is.
I tell you what they did know that they were.
What up, Danielle? What up, Kier? What up, Mark? My cousin Mark up in Vegas. What up, Rashad? My cousin up in Detroit. Yeah, talking about this goof ass LiAngelo Ball and Company Theft Fest 2017. Hey man, just stupid ass bull. And look, you know what? I love to say this has nothing to do with LeVar Ball's antics, but
it don't.
It's got plenty to do.
Low key, LeVar Ball probably was instrumental in them getting out of it.
Which is all
just his status and all that.
Which is all fine and good. How long that go last?
I've been saying,
you know what I mean?
Boys could be over there for 2-3 years.
I don't think there's gonna be that long anyway. Because I mean, the whole thing, they was talking about letting them out anyway. Nothing else, UCLA was gonna get them out.
They was already talking. It was a bunch of backdoor deals going on with some bit.
China got something out of that.
It was some backdoor dealing going on. It was came out today.
Ain't even worth it. They should have kept that goofy ass over there. I wouldn't give a damn. You stealing in another country. You're stealing in another country that don't play that shit.
Hey man, they might have had better buffs over there.
They might have had better Louis. They ain't got these.
We ain't got these. Right. LA, we ain't had these. These limited release.
Goofy ass kids, man. I slapped shit out of Macy.
So what should happen to them? That's the next level. Everybody's offering their opinion about what you think should happen to them.
I leave it in the hands, me myself personally. I love saying that because it's pretty much the same person.
Right.
I leave it in the hands of UCLA,
suspending indefinitely.
Yeah, suspending indefinitely, knock some games until maybe conference schedule. I think that's fair enough. And then leave it at that. Because other than that, it's going to sweep itself under the rug regardless. So I don't see a point of it dragging out. And if they ain't going to hold them accountable from, a law enforcement standpoint in China, and hell, ain't nothing you can do about it here now. So you just leave it up to the university and maybe the NCAA and be through with that. I don't see nothing else to it. What you got, Sam? Do you give a damn?
I'm cool. Not really.
Not
cool.
really.
But I'm cool with it.
So the most interesting part is, we don't even know if these boys can play. You know what I mean?
Well, they said LiAngelo's not going to be a true factor for the productivity of the Bruins basketball team, but I think these other two guys will, get some decent playing time.
Right.
So, when it comes to that, I think that's punishment enough per se. They got back home, which is good. I'm happy about that. No, all puns aside, I'm happy they got back home to their family because that's got to be kind of scary. But the rest of it is, look, dog, you got to be accountable for being dumb. I'm sorry. You got to be accountable for being stupid at some point. But that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got the game up above?
Yeah, it's halftime.
Detroit
focused on them Pistons.
Yeah, right.
Sizzling hot Pistons.
Red hot
Fire.
Make it hotter. Detroit Pistons are actually the number 2 team in all of these.
Yeah, so
That is shocking to say. I wasn't prepared.
And the crazy part is, it's still early in the season. We're about an eighth of the way through the season.
Word.
So you can't really define the season based on such a small sample size. But when you actually look at the numbers, if you're an analytics type person, you look at the actual numbers. You look at the margin of victory and the points per game and the defensive efficiency, things like that. It's kind of legit.
Word.
It's not.
It is.
It's not
pleasantly surprising. Still, though.
Yes, because I wanted to go back and look to say, okay, how is this happening and why? Is this a fluke? It's not a matter of them playing a softy schedule or anything like that. They played a couple big dogs. They went out on the West Coast swing.
They sure did.
And got 2 out of 3. They lost to the Lakers, which was kind of weird, but
I explained that. That's that we played. We
got our 2. We wanted to come out here. We wanted to get 2
was
out
out here
3.
one extra night.
Yeah,
we got a little party in
LA,
there.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
take it.
to get 2 out of 3, when you going into that trip, you like, man, can we get 1? Hopeful to get 1, and they're about to go on starting tonight, I believe. 9 of their next 11 games are on the road.
Let's go test them.
And then
well.
And then when they come back home, to Golden State and I want to say Milwaukee again at home. So we're gonna find out over this next 10 games or so whether or not they're legit. We'll know mid-December whether or not it's a legitimate squad. The thing that stands out, because when you do one of those roster analysis at the beginning of the season, nothing jumps out at you.
Hell no.
It's very similar to the going to work bad boys. When you look at that squad, even when you look at the squad pre getting Rashid and them, it's like you look and it's like
John Barry,
it's like Chucky Atkins, the point guard, and then Chucky go out and ball. You know what I'm saying? So it's very similar to that kind of makeup. And then, but when you actually look at it and you actually know a little bit of basketball and watch them play, they're professionals,
right?
Like Avery Bradley is a starting 2 guard. Avery Bradley done played on the biggest stage. Avery Bradley, nobody's buying Avery Bradley shoes, but Avery Bradley is a professional that's going to bring it on both sides of the floor.
Yeah, any team will want to have him.
Yeah, and somebody that worked himself into being a shooter. He's always been a great defender, just a stable force out there on the floor. Look at the 3 spot. Who talks about Tobias Harris in the NBA? Nobody. But the boy can score with anybody.
He done dropped that weight.
Right.
And he looking good. Out there.
I think also getting the Morris boy out of there.
They kind of clawed each other.
Same guy, yeah, kind of the same guy.
That makes sense.
And so unfortunately, that brings Stanley Johnson into the lineup, which he's underwhelming to say the least. But he does give you some intangible things. It's kind of like having a Rodman out there. It's like, man.
Ain't no question.
Well, no, what am I talking about? It's not like having a Rodman.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
you're gonna need the hustle.
You know what the limitations are, but you can get some kind of intangible things out of. Oh, my bad.
That's all right. Hey, everybody, I'm back.
He's back. Some of the intangible things out of him, and when you got some guys off the bench that give you a little bit more than what you expect. The Anthony Tollivers. And who else comes off the bench?
Ish.
Yeah, Ishmael.
Ish and
Kennard.
Oh, right.
Kennard,
our group of white guys that we got off the bench.
Ellison, yeah.
Ellison.
Lauer.
Lauer still play for them?
He don't get burned no more because he can't hit a J.
Okay.
That'll do it.
He was getting hella burned
But
last
Luke
year.
Kennard stepped up. I was clowning with my boys. I was
He's
like,
balling. I like his game.
yeah, he stepped up in the fourth quarter.
His game kind of slow though.
He is slow and deliberate, but he finds his spots though.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do anything out of control.
The game a couple nights ago was the first time that I saw him his NBA game.
Well, that was really the night he hit 14.
Yeah.
You know, that Stanley was out, so they needed somebody to pick up those minutes. And it was funny because I watched the game on record, and my partners was like, "Oh, Luke Kennard," and I'm watching the game expecting Luke Kennard to be clowning, and he was awful for 3 quarters.
Okay. Fourth quarter came off.
He was awful. My man Deion Waiters ripped him at half court like cookies. I'm like, what game was my crew watching?
Ripped by Deion Waiters.
Fourth quarter though, Stan Van Gundy kept him in the game, and he hit a 3. He hit what Blah say. A lean and what did he say? With the leaner or something like that. I love Blah. Hit one of those, couple assists, and he was on the glass too. So, you know, they just getting contributions across the board. So shout out to the Pistons. Y'all, I say it again, take y'all asses to that stadium downtown.
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing else to do.
Sport brats.
I mean, what y'all waiting on?
Man, they ain't waiting on the damn thing.
Want them
Support your team. It look a mess with them red seats and nobody sitting in it.
You ain't lying.
That go for the Red Wings too.
Shout out to Red Wings. Go downtown, man.
Get your ass out of the house. But anyway,
I didn't mean to eat up all that time about the Pistons, but
it's NBA.
What was bound to happen, man?
Keep running with it.
Shout out to the NBA for some entertainment value.
Yeah, dog.
NFL ain't doing it, baby.
NBA, NBA know how to take advantage of situations, boy. They came in there, NFL, y'all gonna do this? Don't worry.
Right. Y'all want to focus on everything but good
sport,
stuff and fun stuff.
We got
all of
this.
We got LeBron in them.
And them.
We got Kyrie damn Irving. God bless Kyrie Irving for bossing up and getting out of Cleveland.
When I tell you that man is the saving grace for the entire Eastern Conference, bro, because they said that they would not be as good as they are. They, meaning everybody who critiqued the Eastern Conference.
I think they still said they'd be top 3.
They ain't said they're gonna win 13 in a row.
No, they didn't say that. But if you really looked at it, how could you expect them not to be good? I mean, not even factoring in the Gordon Hayward part. Right. But that squad and the skills that they had, adding a guy like Kyrie with that coach.
That's what Kyrie said. Kyrie was like,
makes a world of a difference.
He was like, you got me with this guy who is teaching me, and not with Ty Lue who just looking at LeBron like, hey,
what you want me to do, dog?
What we gonna do? with my shirt collar too big and my tie too big for my shirt.
Hey, you will not knock the wide neck shirt collar, man.
I hate that.
A lot of people grew up to that point in life and they figured
it ain't 78.
Well, his is probably custom made too.
Okay, whatever. Whatever. It's whack.
Well, you don't even barely wear button ups.
I got a bunch of button ups. I just don't have anywhere to go where I need to wear them.
Word. So the point of it all is, the Eastern Conference has had some bright spots.
I mean, you still got Washington doing their thing,
losing to the Heat by 7 at this point in the fourth.
It's a game. Shit.
Actually, the Heat really is a competitive team.
Yeah, that's a team that you do not want to see on your schedule. It's just a bunch of scrap. And they got a good coach.
They got some good players. Whiteside is a horse.
Yeah.
Dragic, he'll kill you.
Get buckets.
D. Waiters
in the best shape I've ever seen him in.
Well, I think he's good mentally. That's a big difference.
I mean, he's with a professional organization. And he gets opportunity when they need buckets. They lean on him,
and that's what he wants.
And he got in a great shape. He must be up for a contract because I didn't even know who he was. I was like, who this dude right here? Because Deion Waiters, this whole thing was like, I'm a thick dude and I get buckets. You know what I'm saying? Just like
I'm the worst.
Looking like Khalid El Amin. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
he ain't short and fat. He tall. He was tall.
He ain't no Khalid.
He takes up for the Telly point guards.
He ain't no Khalid, bro. Don't do that.
I think Khalid El Amin still hooping like in Israel or something.
Khalid El Amin had a good career overseas. He made a lot of money.
That gave me hope hooping in the rec. I'm gonna be the Rec Khalid.
Hey, he
you know what?
He ran as hard and fast as he could every time he got that play going.
One of my favorite thing in the NBA. NBA is just fun. Is the fat NBA guy. I love it. Like any guy that like this year Raymond Felton. What?
Raymond Felton was a big fat dude.
The big fat dude that can't run past nobody, can't defend, but he out there.
Ray Felton looked Ed Cota as hell. Remember Ed Cota when he was in when he was getting his doctorate degree at UNC.
Like year 8, like damn, you still here?
Him and Mac Enja played the most out of any player in NCAA.
I did play.
Gotta be a doctor.
Oh, he played 3 years at Michigan and 9 years at
Jess Settles from Iowa. He played a long ass time. He always had back injuries, so he'd always get like another medical red shirt.
That's true.
But he played forever.
And right now we got on the screen on the the Chromecast joint or something like that. Some of that some technical that I never studied.
Man.
But it's able to get the Pistons in the Bucks game. Bucks up by 2. Drummond at the line. Who's
we didn't even talk about Giannis.
Oh man, the green
Giannis
freak. He the next.
He's
he
the
next.
most. Yeah, he's the torch is passed.
He next. Nah,
and he don't. I mean, he much like
LeBron ain't gave it up yet.
Well, if and what he gonna do?
Okay, LeBron. Okay, let's exclude LeBron.
Well, it's always some intermingling in the time.
Yeah.
So he's on his way. He's on his way out, and we know who the next one.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really
him and Durant.
Well, Durant is kind of, is the bridge to the next.
So you see him as the bridge to Giannis?
Yeah.
Okay,
I rocks with that. I rocks with that.
And then Durant is always just like, yeah, you didn't do it by yourself. So
but he also don't. But we know he
cold, but
yeah, like if Durant get mad on the court, it can get ugly real quick.
Ugly real fast. But Giannis, just look at it though. It's kind of like how when LeBron first came in, like you come in and you dominate, but they're doing it and they can't shoot. Nah. So Giannis and Ben Simmons
nice
coming in dominating the floor.
you lag off of him 5 feet and just invite him to take that shot.
But he's 6'10" and he get up on you and dribble past you and get right to the rim.
That's what I'm saying.
Or he drop it off to the process.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you have to give him the open shot, then you're good. Yeah, no, if you let him get in motion and get going to the basket,
that's nothing you want. You can stop. Period. I say the torch is passed, like you said, the intermingling of generations of ball players. That part of it ain't no stopping the dude. Clearly,
no, he in that next group. He'll be an all-star starter because now he at the point where he gonna start.
Talking about Giannis,
where he gonna start getting.
Well, he started last year, didn't he?
I don't know. But he gonna get them votes. That's when you really get to that level. When you get to them that high, when you almost leading them.
I mean, he leading the league in scoring. So I mean, we're not talking potential no more.
No.
That boy
I'm just saying.
There.
Once you start doing that, when you start lead, kind of like how Steph
Stacey
did.
Augmon
coaching.
Yep. For who? The Bucks?
Plastic Man.
Okay.
It's certain dudes that are iconic for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
kids, if you ain't seen Stacey Augmon highlights, you got to go back to UNLV.
Go to 8 to 90. Go
to 90.
Go look at 90 and 91.
All of his Hawks years.
Plastic Man was cold for the Hawks.
All his Hawks years. Way too athletic for anybody
squad,
at the 2
couldn't
and 3.
Win no games.
No, they the most 4th and 5th seeding ass teams ever.
Well, it's that.
That's just Atlanta, period.
Right.
Yeah. That's just I would. You can't really blame him totally on coaching because they've had some good coaches. You can't really blame it totally on players. Just never gelled together. They would have guys for periods of time, like they had Dikembe for a nice while. They had Steve Smith for a nice while. They had
Mookie Blaylock. Like I said, they the most.
Mookie Blaylock was solid point guard.
4th and 5th.
Terrible criminal. Solid ass point guard.
This is so Milwaukee. This is so Milwaukee right here, y'all.
What's that?
Dance for your dinner. Look at this here.
Dance for
your dinner. For
dance for your dinner. Dance for your dinner.
Stripper. She almost
dance
was a stripper.
For your bees. Dance.
What they playing? They probably playing what's dog name? Yo Gotti or something.
Oh, this is so Milwaukee right here.
I'm not watching.
And you were up there for a couple years.
Why you think I got the hell up out of here, dude? Look at this, man.
Dude, I'm sitting here looking at games that's going on. Probably the worst game ever of the season is Sacramento and Atlanta. 3-10 Sacramento versus 2-12 Atlanta.
Atlanta
I would
blowing their ass out too.
Atlanta up 99-65.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that if I lived in Atlanta still and I got them tickets for $5 that I wouldn't go, because I would, because I'd be like, yo, Phil, let's ride. But it's probably pretty empty. I bet it ain't nobody in the concourse for this game.
Nah, bruh.
It is not
this one.
It is not Club Phillips Arena tonight.
This be the one where they move you down.
Right.
Like, hey, y'all. Once y'all gonna fill these TV seats real quick.
Right. It is not Club Phillips Arena tonight.
Yeah, you got that game, and actually, the Wizards done came back. They within one per my app on ESPN.
Yeah, they tied up right now.
They tied up. Thank you. I knew it was the lag.
He all got 4 different scores.
Yeah,
right.
They right there. They right there.
They down by 2.
They right there though. Jazz look like they're over the Knicks right now. Knicks playing well this year too.
Yeah, they blew that damn 20-some point lead.
That's just disgusting.
Against Cleveland.
Jeez.
LeBron went off though.
No, Kyle Korver went off.
In the third, yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed it. I just saw a couple
And then
of
LeBron,
like
LeBron did his thing in the fourth.
He had
he
a
did his
nasty-
clutch thing. Yeah.
There you go. He did a nasty little step back. We got a couple more people chimed in. What up, Shauna? What up, Corey? What up, my girl Shamika up in Chicago? Man, Ivan out here in Dallas.
good move, Stanley.
Naya's up in Detroit, and Natasha, Houston's finest.
Tasha,
Yeah,
what's
fresh
up?
off
What's
the
up?
LA, off the LA trip with the Texans and the Rams.
Quarterback this week.
Is she playing quarterback?
Yeah.
She
Might as
probably
well.
is.
She
Might as
can-
well
she can
suit
read-
up, boo.
She can read defense.
Word, and she had the dope picture that we got to see with her and Beast Mode out in out in the open. My cousin Tony out there in LA, and Greg up in the D. What up, everybody? Appreciate y'all chiming in. Look like the Bucks. They kind of keeping
Down a little bit
control.
of run right
Yeah,
now.
they keeping control of the tempo right now. Still a lot of time left. It's in the third, and then of course you got the Raptors and the Pelicans. They about locked up. The Spurs are losing to the Timberwolves. They finally bringing it together in Minnesota. The youth, the coaching, the talent, some veteran leadership.
He ain't called bank.
A couple of different things that going on up in Minnesota.
I like Minnesota.
And they doing their thing, man. Wiggins is coming into his own.
He got braids.
Let the man be. It's better than these whack ass fro
Kawhi cut his, didn't he?
fro cuts.
I ain't
He
seen the
did
Spurs
this
game
on-
this
I
year.
think he did. I think he did. He ain't played yet. Though.
Are they concerned about Kawhi yet?
I don't think so.
No.
I think they just take. I think their concern is taking the precaution they're taking. Like why rush it? You know what I mean? Like what's the point? Because you're gonna need him later anyway. You're not gonna
shoot.
As long as he good by the time Christmas games hit, they more than okay with that. I would be. Yeah, and this Bucks and Pistons game is
Well, I
pretty
mean,
good.
I think as long as they can put themselves in a position to get to the 3 seed,
yeah. Well, coaching and personnel, I
you
think they'll be fine.
You can't allow yourself to be a 4 or 5 seed in the West.
And then you got to play them Warrior
Warriors,
boys in the second round.
Right.
And
So
that ain't what you want to do.
so you gotta get up to a 3. Houston is probably the way that they're playing gonna be able to maintain
Yeah.
a 2 seed.
Yeah.
So you got to get up to 3 and then see what happens once you get healthy. But again, Pop doing a incredible job like always.
Nah, I'm enjoying, even back to Minnesota, I'm enjoying how Tibbs is putting it all together, man. I always have faith in Tibbs.
I just hope he don't burn them out. Defense, you know how Tibbs can run them hard.
Yeah, I think he's got a balance now.
Yeah, plus he got some vets. He's
he's got Jay Crawford, Butler.
Butler is the key because Butler got his rise under Tibbs, so he respects what Tibbs brings to the table,
Right.
And he's one of those guys that likes to work like that,
like
So
Taj Gibson too.
So they set the bar for that team.
Yeah.
Everybody else on that team ain't won shit, so they have no voice,
yeah.
And they pretty bad defense.
and they ain't making no money yet.
Yeah.
And they ain't making no money yet.
Wiggins making his money will come next year.
So,
Yeah.
but you know,
They bad. Wiggins and Cat are bad defensively.
I think that's about right though.
which
You
makes
know
no
what I mean?
sense.
Yeah.
Athletically, it
They
doesn't
are
make any
bad
sense.
defensively. Them two.
Just spotting and just kind of like the simple stuff. I mean, I get it because I mean over time, when have they ever had to play defense? You know what I mean? They just got here, but
they only 20-something years old.
Barely.
Honestly,
not like they learn how to play
Wiggins
defense in
should be
college.
your defensive person on there because Wiggins.
But
Because
athletically, you think
that's what I'm saying. Athletic.
not at 20 years old though.
Why not?
Not at 20 years old.
Bullshit.
He
I
ain't got
mean,
it.
you, I agree with Phil. I agree with Phil. When has he ever had to be defender. Only reason why we say he should be your lockdown defender is because
I ain't saying
it's
lockdown.
measurable.
I ain't saying lockdown. I'm just saying
Just
being better than what he is.
BG says Wiggins maxed out. Nah, he got a nice bit of growth left in him. He ain't maxed out.
He not near his prime.
My man Rob Hawkins, what up, Rob? He chimed in real quick. Bishop, what up? That dude funny. He a gospel singer out of Detroit, Chicago area, Kalamazoo, all that. My cousin Tony said Spurs need a point guard. Jeff Teague could be a good fit.
Shit, Minnesota ain't getting rid of Jeff Teague.
I was about to say,
Spurs.
He's just on there playing trade.
Another veteran though. That's another
Minnesota ain't helping out the Spurs.
Right.
No,
why would they?
But that just speaks to the point about the veterans up there again. Jeff Teague, he's a vet.
Yeah, but they
ain't helping out the Spurs. No, they ain't helping out the Spurs. Nah, that ain't happening.
No, they think they made moves to be a contender.
They made moves to make the playoffs.
Well, I think they'll be in that mid tier. I think
you had a Teague, Butler, Jamal Crawford. Like you trying to make a run.
You trying to make a strong,
like you feel like
you making a strong run in number 6 and number 6.
No, I bet you they.
How many times ago just chime in basketball? That's it.
Boom, and then walked out.
Just walked in through
like all right,
threw a ball, a piece of paper at everybody and left. What's on the paper? Basketball. Jeez. Thanks, Natasha. We appreciate you so much. But yeah, all points are taken. Great points. Yeah, Timberwolves ain't helping them out. Jeff Teague, solid, dope. He's gonna be where he at. Now, I'm still wondering how the rest of this Pelicans thing gonna stand out. They ain't keeping Boogie the whole time. Does Boogie go to Cleveland?
They might.
You still think Boogie can go to Cleveland?
I hope he don't.
You hope he don't? I don't know. I don't
see. Once again, I don't want to see Cleveland be good.
You don't want to see Ohio do.
No, I don't. Well. The whole state can float away.
The kids can fail. I don't really care. You know how I feel. Other than that,
Parvo.
I kind of want to see Cleveland just continue to lose.
Hope all the cats get mad cow disease.
Hey man.
The Bulls, they terrible.
Trash.
Getting blew out by the Thunder.
Who do the Bulls have? Not nobody.
Denzel Valentine.
Robin Lopez.
Hell. I don't know.
Euro guy.
European dude with the beard.
Linus Marketing.
I mean, I know who they got, but
okay.
Judd Bushler.
Probably. Judd probably
Pete Myers still the coach over there.
He probably come in and give him a quick, quick
Poor
6.
Pete Myers.
Nuh-uh. Pete Myers been getting that coaching check for a long.
I'm just saying.
He saw that shit
Pete
was
Myers.
selling.
I just mean Pete Myers when he first got on.
I can't hate Pete Myers because he
was the original replacement.
Look, he saw his opportunity and ran with
him. And Adrian Griffin did that.
They were
just imagine how disgusted they was with him. Just like, dude, just go somewhere. And they just kept drafting twos like Desmond Mason and
Hobbs though.
He did. I think they drafted him, didn't they?
They did.
I'm pretty sure. Who was the guy I'm thinking about? I know Iowa State or Oklahoma State or something. It was some guy.
That wasn't Mason.
Mason was out of Oklahoma State, but he went to Seattle.
Yeah, he went to Seattle. It was who am I thinking of? Just tools that they drafted, and it was just God.
Him and that little lined up fro. Him and that Steve Harvey fro was gonna sit down.
Chicago just knew they was about to hit that full rebuild. They like, we got 2 of the top 4 picks. We got our Twin Towers. We got Eddie Curry. We got Tyson Chandler.
Man,
Tyson Chandler actually turned into something.
Yep,
turned into a lot. Turned into a whole hell of a lot. Oh, okay. We got Angela chimed in.
Angie.
Well, she didn't come in graciously. She said y'all sound like some haters. So
what we hating on?
Well, her and Natasha both said we sound like some haters.
Oh, it must be my Cleveland hate. Yup.
So what?
But since Angie in the building, what's up, Angie? Let's discuss. Never mind. No, we're not doing that.
No, yeah, we are.
No, I'm not doing that.
The rest of basketball rounds are pretty simple. You got Portland being Portland.
I need Angie to call in.
It's pretty competitive, man. They playing lackluster record wise. They only 7-6. Magic actually are pretty competitive this year. It's just
playing really well.
Yeah, for them,
Aaron Gordon playing out of his mind.
For them to have like nobody ultimately but Gordon, they be killing you on 2K. For them not to have really any
the weekend play for them.
God. Him, I want to catch him
going up on the two. That's all I want to catch him
and just cut his hair and catch James Harden and just cut his beard.
Now, I'm gonna leave Harden and the beard alone.
Yeah.
The beard worth $200 million.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm gonna leave that alone. But these kids with these whack ass haircuts, dog, stop it. They ain't my era.
Reggie thought he was about to bang.
They ain't my era.
Where's the foul?
Lakers and the Sixers tonight too.
That should be interesting.
Lines on them.
If Embiid go off like he did against the Clippers, it's gonna be ugly.
I don't think he gonna have as much of a field day.
Tonight. Wasn't that last night? Hell, he can't play back.
I think that was Monday.
They got to monitor his games, not his minutes, but the whole entire evenings. And then you got let me see here. Well, that's pretty much it as far as games tonight. But I mean, the rest of like you said, you got Boston with that 13 game win streak. Mm-hmm. LA doing what they was probably expected to do, be out there, be young, be athletic. But I was gonna say about the Embiid thing, if he playing tonight, I don't really see where he would you know what? I put it like this. Nance plays big enough to be a body.
Embiid, but if
Randall doesn't.
Embiid about the beast. The only thing they do got Brook Lopez.
And Brook Lopez. That's their only saving grace to keep a body on.
But
that's it.
About to get that work.
In the same vein,
he is. Right.
He put work on DeAndre Jordan and Blake the other night.
He did.
And DeAndre Embiid.
And one of the dudes off the bench who was talking that trash. Got up in him.
Dude, they gave Covington $62 million.
Covington? Because he stuck it out. He stuck it out. He's the most loyal one they had.
He deserved it.
He was there when everybody kept getting injured. When Okafor was there and he didn't want to be there when he got drafted.
He a 3-and-D guy. I mean, that's what everybody wants in the league.
You call him a what now?
3-and-D.
3-and-D.
Shoot the three and play the wing.
And that ain't no bad thing to be. But he's big enough and athletic enough to do other things on the court. Most likely stays out of trouble. Ain't a whole lot of trouble you get to in Philly unless you up in North Philly with Freeway and Beans and them. Other than that,
waiting for him to grow his Philly beard.
He might not be able to grow one at all because I think that would have happened by now.
Light skin. I don't know if they.
Who is?
They star light skin. I don't know if they're gonna be really adopting the whole Philly persona.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And
he light skinned and Australian.
Right. Covington?
Dunk the ball.
No, you said Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons.
Piss is down by 14 points right now.
I know we about to switch. I ain't want to be watching this.
This is not how we had planned this game to go. Not when we first got it on the TV. Yeah, where y'all want to go? NCAA football, basketball. All right, out the gate. They had most importantly they had the tournament last night. It was just a little classic. You got Michigan State and Duke. I'm personally to the point I don't even know why they keep scheduling these two teams.
I think Tom Izzo was saying the same thing, but when he got on the mic, he said, "But at least we played him. We're willing to play them." Like, dog, that's not good enough.
That's not good enough.
Shout out to 40-year-old Grayson Allen.
Yeah, he put up 37.
Beating up on little kids.
He put up 37. Yeah, practically that's what that was.
He's out there just pulling like, yo.
Pulling. Can't stand his ass.
Got my Billy Hoyle on.
Can't stand. I almost called him a hunky last night.
Damn.
But only because of his antics from last year. It has nothing to do.
You got deep right now.
Almost did.
Right, dog. Damn, dog. You all right?
I just wanted to call him old and shouldn't be. You should be in the G League somewhere, Grayson Allen.
Cracker. It meant nothing by. I just hating that he was beating up on them Sparty like that. He was killing them kids.
I'm good with that.
Didn't really care.
Just don't like him beating up on kids. Like, look at my man's right
all
there.
Y'all kiss my ass.
Hey, dog.
What games did you put on? Washington and Miami?
Yeah. Look at Waiters. In the
pulling that.
You know he in a contract here. Look at him, dog.
Waiters look good, man.
Look at him, dude.
That's them old Sherman Douglas Heat uniforms. I like them.
No, them cold.
Yeah, them dope. Yeah. Waiters is balling. But yeah,
Ronnie
you had that. Now, what I thought was really good, really good game for
Willie.
For the spec. Willie.
That's what you said. I thought it was a Willie good game.
I said Willie good. Willie good game. No, Kentucky Kansas was entertaining. A lot of athletic kids. Of course, Kentucky.
Bad basketball per normal for the NCAA.
Yeah, Kentucky got 16-year-olds on the whole entire team, but it's fun to see both of them teams get together.
Duke gonna be a load.
Hey, what I saw, because Duke starts 4 freshmen and 40-year-old Grayson Allen. So
it's not 175 years old.
Right.
but you can see a vast difference, in my opinion, the quality of coaching that you get at Duke, because they looked functional.
Right.
With 4 freshmen out there. I mean, of course, we're not
like,
talking about regular freshmen. I mean,
they look like they were just at the rec. Like, we just gonna run up and down the court.
Right.
That's what Kentucky looked like.
And you know, their point guard is a freshman, so it's not like a 4th year point guard running a bunch of freshmen. No, their point guard is a freshman, so they just look like everybody kind of know what their role is. Again, like I said, they got a beast in Bagley who got hurt.
Yeah, got poked in the eye.
Poked in the eye.
Duval looked good.
I mean, they just got a squad.
Gary Trent Jr.
And the scary. If y'all don't know who the Shaq and the Mac is, do your research. That's his daddy. First of all,
played at Ohio
University.
How these dudes be sending their sons to Duke?
What you mean how? Because Coach K was like,
well, hold on, sending.
Coach K was like, come on. And where you gonna send them?
What you think?
Y'all send y'all son to Duke?
Hell yeah.
To play ball?
Yep.
We just built different.
Where you gonna send him?
Kentucky.
No,
Kansas.
I can't go there neither.
Missouri.
I think I'm a little biased. My kids can't go nowhere but Michigan. But
yeah.
It's different.
But I'm sorry, dude. But
hold up. Then your kid ain't going first. Your kid ain't going after 1 year. Then
yeah.
No, he not. He gonna be.
John Beilein not gonna be there by my time. But
right.
by time.
The next move for Michigan basketball, they were like, okay, we passed all them sanctions. We ain't got to run that clean of a program no more. And we got Jordan back, and we can actually run a program.
But you know
now.
what? I watched them the other night against Central. The Matthews kid, I like him. We got some dudes who actually look like they can get to the basket. Yeah. I seen a couple oops get thrown.
Really?
We don't see that too often. Man, look, I'm trying to be positive. Damn it.
You don't think that's what it is, sir?
I wanted to be positive going to the season. I watched them dudes. Them dudes is gonna be bad this year.
You think they're gonna be that bad?
I don't think they're gonna be bad.
They're gonna be normal. They're gonna be normal average Beilein team.
They're gonna
okay.
They're gonna look awful. They're gonna lose Big Ten games early that you're gonna be like, oh, this is frustrating. Then they're gonna go on a run. Yeah. Then they're gonna win games in the tournament.
Ready for the tournament.
And then they're gonna get blasted by a team that's athletically superior. Now next year, that's when we bringing in some heat, some real talent and guys that may be able to come in and really. I mean, even you see Briss Dykes the other day, bang, he not Zion Williams and nothing like that, but dudes that ball. You know what I'm saying? And him, they got the kid. They got the kid from East Lansing, Brandon John. So we talking about big, a bigger team, athletic team. And some of those boys gonna come in, let's not talk about next year.
You start opening you start with the envelopes and stuff. You started. You ain't tell me
what?
Cause we getting some bigger and better named players. Hey. The bag going out.
They still are classic. I was telling my man, they still classic Beilein guys. It's not like he went out and they're top 100 guys, but they're not.
The real name is Clarence. Clarence's parents have a really good
marriage. What I'm saying? Beilein did not have to increase his security when he went to go recruit these boys.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Was that the Jalen Rose line? Did he say that?
What
was that on?
No, my homeboys always be like, Beilein just recruit a bunch of people from two family households.
It's the truth. He just caught a good year where they happen to be top 100 boys. One of them from Canada.
Word.
One of them from Canada, the other one from East Lansing.
Now, once they get these rankings back out, this is a good chance it's going to stick the way
it is. Tonight too,
Arizona's got a nice they got a nice squad this year. They actually just got a nice big fella.
Ooh, that dude look like a monster.
Yeah, he looks like an adult. Ayton. Yeah, he looks like an adult. And that's what you want out of
now we know they paid good money for him, so
hell yeah.
It would be good to
pay
see.
Like you weigh.
Word.
It's funny how these programs just go forward. They're like, yeah, so Rick Pitino got caught.
Hey, man.
We know we're in the FBI files, but
businesses.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's go ahead and get this.
And I don't really see any teams that just shoot out at me as surprising within the top
Too early.
25.
I mean, you're going to have to watch out for Missouri because they got the
Michael Porter.
Top 3 player in the nation coming in.
Exactly.
Which, how he ended up at Missouri. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, they not trying to have. That's the thing. They just brolic with it. They don't care in the NCAA.
It is.
You gonna have to catch me, dog.
NCAA basketball. They like, look, we gonna hire his pops. he gonna come here.
True.
Problem. Like, and everybody just rolls with it.
There's really not much you can do about that, though.
No. It's like Alabama. Yes, we get them nice vehicles to make sure that they can get to from practice and to the games, and so their family can eat good. So we give them stipends and cash.
Cash.
What you gonna do about it? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Okay, Indiana lost again.
oh yeah, they're gonna be horrible.
Yeah.
Nah, it's pretty much a wrap.
Did they
lost
fire their
Indiana
coach?
State.
Nah, Crean's still there, isn't he?
No.
Crean got fired?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he sure did. Well, they lost to Seton Hall. Seton Hall ain't bad, so.
But like you said, man, it ain't nothing. It ain't actually Seton Hall.
They ranked 22, man.
Yeah, they ranked 22. Yeah, shout out to the old Big East. Yeah, it ain't a whole lot of just teams jumping out at you right now. It's just, you kind of got your normal Duke, Michigan State, Arizona, Kansas.
Look,
Villanova's been good the last few years.
It's the first
Kentucky.
real week of college basketball.
Wichita State up in there though. I like to see the Shockers balling.
Bunch of
do.
old grown men.
Right.
Fine with me.
But I'm cool with those grown men because number one, they're not at a big program. He brings guys in and
that want to be
and they
there.
don't play they first couple years because they playing behind other grown men.
Transfers. or
That's a real
whatever, really.
That's not one of these basketball factories where they bringing people in. So when they got seniors and stuff like that, I respect that squad.
Yeah, they actually have a real senior night.
Yeah. Oh. You know what I'm saying?
For real, like grandma showed up.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, like I said, man, you ain't got a whole lot going. You got a Big 12 team up in there in Texas A&M. And they typically keep a decent basketball program, so it's interesting to see what they're gonna do. I mean, they ain't got no,
It's early. We about coming
ain't got
into
no AC
coming
laws
into
out
this,
there, nothing.
end of this week, going into next week, Thanksgiving. You're about to start getting a lot of the tournaments where you're gonna start seeing a lot more
premier team.
these teams playing each other. And
As much as we don't know about these teams, you can watch last night. These teams don't know about their teams.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no question,
Watching
yeah.
Kentucky, they don't know who they dogs are and who they can really rely on. Of course, Duke does because they got somebody that's been there before. Michigan State is still kind of, we got Bridges, and Bridges is he's our hype guy.
But they got a
But
couple.
shit, they don't know if Cassius is going to be the one.
They know it ain't gonna be
played
Bum Bum
better.
there.
They played better when Num Num went in.
Bum bum num num.
Bum Bum Num Num. When Bum Bum got the Num Num, they played better. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of.
When Bum Bum got the num num, they played better.
Hey.
That's almost worse than the 21 Savage freestyle.
Sometimes it just
That's a
works.
21 Savage verse, baby.
That is. Bum Bum got the num num. He went young young. Bum Bum got
Wow.
the num num. He went young young.
Top 5.
21. Word. Now, NCAA football going down still. Have some exciting games
kinda
this coming
boring.
weekend. Well,
This week,
First of all, we got an awful week of games.
this
But it could end up. Yeah, it's
this past
awful.
weekend was good.
This past weekend was
Yeah,
good.
this past weekend was good.
But
turnover chain.
Going
turnover
into-
chain.
Turnover chain, double sell, dog. I'm with it. I'm with all the ignorance.
I mean, the song sucks.
I want
but-
gold teeth.
But it's straight up ignorant. So
I'm so sorry I didn't know that was a song. I was just thinking of the chain.
No. That is a song.
It's a song.
It's like turnover chain. This
I
is
love
Miami
it.
boys.
Do it. Do all of this shit.
They
Get your 30 for 30 now.
they
shoot somebody.
ain't did no dirt yet. They ain't got no crime. They ain't
Nah, but it's fun
they
to
put
watch,
no
man.
capers.
It's fun to watch. I will say that
Oh
much.
no! I like Miami. They went out there. Plus, they went out there and beat the brakes off Notre Dame, which is always a good thing.
That was a great thing to see. I didn't think it would turn out that way, but
Yeah,
it
that was surprising.
Oh snap! Hold up, Sherrod. You would like this?
Snap.
sniggity.
You know Brady Houghton. He the interim coach at Tennessee.
Shout out to Brady Hill. They about to-
Tennessee.
They about to get
Yeah, 'cause they
all
fired
the
their coach.
clapping. They about to get all the clapping down there. They gonna really love his style of coaching.
He wearing a headset against LSU.
That's gonna be awesome.
They got it on the ESPN headline
that means
that Brady
means-
Holt to wear a headset.
That means he's really trying to flip this into a job.
Another job.
He ain't
Hopefully-
gonna say nothing. He adds nothing to the table.
Hopefully he don't do it like he did at the defensive coordinator at Oregon when they was out there getting 50 put up on him one
That
night.
was just a bad. Who's your team, dog? That you're not going to be able to do anything with them defensively. I heard today he had an opportunity to go with Scott Frost before he took that job.
Oh, at Tennessee or at Oregon?
I think
Well,
no. Before he took the Oregon job.
Okay.
So he could have been on a much better kind of situation to try to reestablish himself. He went out there and looked horrible. I guess he got juice because he keep getting picked up, and people respect him for being a defensive line coach. He's gonna be back. He'll be back at Michigan before his career is over. Once Greg Madison decides to leave, I could imagine.
Bring him in as the OC up there.
No.
Just coach defensive line.
Just coach the D line.
Coach and recruit defensive linemen.
Yep.
Okay, I can ride.
Keep it simple, Brady Hoke.
Nah, yeah, but y'all don't think he gonna get the orange blazer down there?
Hell no.
Nah, for
what? When you can go,
they got champagne dreams. We found out back in '97 that people are crazy down there. Like they value themselves way more than
Tennessee
what they really are.
Word.
But you kind of
crackers.
Tennessee. Go ahead, bro. Tennessee. They kind of us.
Oh no doubt.
They are Michigan.
I wasn't expecting you to say that.
They are us. Like we expect our goal and how we project ourselves is like we're Alabama, but we don't do Alabama type things. Tennessee is kind of the same way. They should, but it's crazy because remember Tennessee had a run where they were that team in the SEC.
That's a fact.
Then they ran
all the night.
Then they ran.
The only difference is when we complain, we make stuff happen.
True.
Like we got an AD fired, like within weeks.
You know what I'm saying? What year was that?
That was 2015. Before the year Brady Hoke last year, they played Sugar Shane Morris against the Minnesota.
We blamed something on the field on the AD and got him fired.
Yep, they blamed because he went back in the game after having a concussion, and he went out there just to take a snap. But they were like, "You put him back in the game." I was in Vegas that damn game. I
remember that.
Then because it was just all. It was like you know
downhill. What? That's enough. You know what I mean? Right? That's basically what the Michigan fan.
You're not gonna hide no more of this shit out of you.
They was ready to get Brandon out of there anyway. Oh, yeah. Shit, I think he got fired from the next place he went. Well, he
went to Toys R Us and they went into bankruptcy.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Nope.
Yep. The AD went to Toys R Us and
when he came in, he was the CEO of Domino's.
Right.
Fuck out of here. All right, y'all. College football.
So top 4. Go ahead. Simp.
Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Miami.
That's yours, or was that what they came out with?
That's what it came out as. I mean, I'm cool with those 4 teams. I mean, you might flip the position. I might flip Clemson to 4.
I see Miami at 3.
I'm not married to what they tell me to think. Now, if you ask me based on what's likely to happen, I could give you a ranking that's because it's like, all right, only one ACC team is gonna make it because they're gonna end up playing each other and all that stuff.
ACC championship game.
So I think that kind of top 4 is different from who the best 4 teams at this stage, right?
She's about to say something wild as hell.
I'm about to say something. I'm trying to set my shit up, right?
I feel it. But I'm trying to figure out who this mystery team is that you about to say. I got an idea.
Say who?
No.
Who?
Are you gonna say TCU or USC?
No.
Okay.
Then. Alabama's number 1.
Yes.
First of all, they made Georgia number 1 because they wanted to get people to watch more college football as if they needed the help. Okay. It didn't make any sense. Right. Alabama's the number 1 team in the country until otherwise. They will always be the number 1 team in the country until otherwise noted. Right. Until we see them struggle in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Mississippi State did their thing. Shout out to Angela. I was with y'all. I sent the group me. I said I think. Didn't I say I felt it?
2 scores?
I think in the end, it ended up being by 1, but
right.
Garbage scores.
I knew I had a feeling that they were gonna give them a tough.
Oh game. No, they won by 7 because remember they were tied.
Right,
they were tied.
Right.
There you go.
And what I said was, you don't play traditional or make traditional moves against Alabama. They're going to get you if you think you can punt the ball on 4th down or kick a field goal on 4th down just to go up 7.
Nah.
They came down and just ran the ball on that next drive.
You've got right. they ain't care about the clock. They
cycled in 4 different running backs.
Dog.
And if you include Jalen Hurts, 5.
Dog.
And they just ran down the field.
Dog. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even funny. Like so much so that Mississippi State got the ball back, shut them down, and then won the game. It didn't even go into overtime. You can't play if you are lucky enough to be in the game with them. Throw your normal way of dealing with football games out the window. Go for it. Fourth down.
That's my mentality for always. Like, dude, stop.
Especially against a team that you know is superior to you. You have to do more. These coaches get paid all this money to basically be punk ass bitches.
Damn.
He just called them punk ass bitches.
You sound like a battle rapper out here, dog. I mean, go for it. I'm with you.
I'm just saying. You had all the opportunity in the world, and you just clammed up, right? So, until further notice, Alabama.
Okay.
Number 2, Clemson. I mean,
it's no shocker there.
No shocker. I think when the rankings came out, they were number 2, right? Yep. I think people were kind of like, oh, Miami did something with Notre Dame, so they should be number 2. I don't, whatever.
I just might have flipped Clemson to OU. That's all that is.
Number 3, Penn State.
Crazy as hell.
Okay, this that's why I prefaced it. This is why I prefaced it. I prefaced it by saying what is likely to happen, top 4, and then who I think are the best teams.
I know, man.
Right? Number 1. What's the best? Give me 2 best divisions, not conferences, 2 best divisions in college football.
Big Ten East, SEC West.
Okay, no argument there, right?
No.
So are we ready to have a conversation about best teams with no Big Ten East representative?
You can.
I'm not ready to do it. I might be biased.
I see the logic now.
I might be biased, but I'm not ready to. When you talking top 4, just because they killing each other,
right?
That they're not a top team.
So the losses are worthy.
Last year. Who was our squad last year? Who's our squad every year? But who was our squad that we had an interest in the top 4 in the playoffs last year?
Michigan.
Michigan lost to who?
Iowa.
On the road
Ohio
at night by a field goal.
Right.
Lost to Ohio State on some fuck shit. Lost by in overtime. Mm-hmm. A game that they should have won.
Right.
Total points by 5 or something like that.
Shit.
Penn State. Lost to Ohio State by 1.
Yep.
No, it was the other way around. Oh, you talking about this year?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say.
I'm talking about this year. I'm making a comparison.
Apples. You talking apples?
At the end of the day, we thought Michigan. Oh shit, we should have been in there. Not Washington. We're a better team. I know we can't get in there because we didn't play in the Big Ten.
All that, yeah, but still.
But they lost to Ohio State in a great game, probably the greatest game this season by 1.
By 1.
Who was their other loss? Michigan State. Right. Big Ten East opponent.
Won 7-8 games? They were up
by 3.
Games,
yeah.
In a game that was choppy because they had a 3-hour wait.
Yeah, that was
on the road.
Got to factor it in,
right?
Got to factor.
So when you're talking about who they don't have a chance in hell.
I ain't saying they don't have a chance.
They don't, because Ohio State is going to be the representative in the Big Ten. Well,
no, they're not.
I'm sorry, because Michigan is
what the hell is wrong with you, boy?
I forgot. We found a passing game. we know how to throw the ball vertical.
Look at
look. Until the end of the clock, say 0, we in law. Damn it, we gonna win.
I ain't gonna be no more of these bitches up here.
I forgot.
Turn your location on.
Viva Harbaugh. We got Harbaugh.
Dog. We gonna beat Wisconsin this weekend.
Yeah, I know. We do this every time I come. So yeah, irrational confidence shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wisconsin wouldn't help though.
All right, we can go back to that. Number 4, I think.
I just want to. I don't want Wisconsin to go to the championship. I just don't. They're boring as shit.
Well, if they go undefeated, they deserve it.
They do, but they're not going to go undefeated.
4, Auburn.
I'm with that. I rock with Auburn.
Yeah. And I think eventually that's going to work its way out. I mean, they play Alabama and
they'll lose, and that'll be 3 losses.
I want Miami to stay where they at. I want to see.
I'm really not on the Miami. Like
Miami has only really played one good game.
No, they only played one good game.
Now against Notre Dame.
I've been watching them all season.
Teeth. I want to see these gold teeth in this 10-karat gold 5-pound chain.
I just, you got to get the best 4 teams in there because we're going to end up with Alabama, Washington situation again.
Or like an Alabama, Michigan State.
Yeah, like, I don't want to see that no more. No. Alabama should have been playing Michigan last year, but because, they didn't play in this and that, you lose the analysis of who are your best teams. Yeah. Nobody has ever said Penn State. I'm a guarantee nobody has been talking about Penn State because, y'all lost 2 times, 4 points.
Yep. 4-point total. Damn, that's not much. Just 2 really good teams.
Blew the doors off Michigan.
One dog-ass team, though. They lost to a great Ohio State team.
We are going to beat Ohio State.
Okay. Come on. You just shit on himself. I heard you.
I did.
Run the tape back. I heard you.
I didn't.
I ain't gonna say this shit no more.
I think the outside looking in is in my opinion, is Ohio State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma be able to slide in there if they can take care of business.
3 weeks left. 3 weeks left.
Yeah, and is this the first year of the Big 12 championship? Yeah, because they take top 2 teams.
Watch Oklahoma.
So is that going to be
the TCU?
Do they still play?
In the
championship game?
Yeah,
very much possible.
It's funny how they like, we don't really know who the second best teams are. Let's go with our favorite quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, we think Baker Mayfield is good, so we'll slide him in there. He's probably going to win the Heisman, so let's
Baker
slide
Mayfield
him in
do be
there.
balling.
Oh, no doubt.
I'm about to say, we ain't about to act like he ain't going to win
no
the
doubt.
Heisman.
And then he also tricked that game. Whoever that was.
Against Iowa State.
What was the other one? Because they got...
they got 1 loss.
They got 1 loss. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that he threw? Oh, no.
It's the Iowa State game.
Where he threw the late pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
shit, he throw the ball 80 times a game.
It's true.
You're going to throw 1. Or you could be like O'Corn, who threw the ball 12 times and threw 5 of them bad boys to the other team.
It's in a monsoon.
What you saying?
It's in a monsoon.
Throw it to the team that don't have on white.
I mean, do we really want to go back and talk about that game?
I be having my moments, dog. My bad, dog. Sometimes it happens, man,
Man, y'all funny as shit.
We ain't been here in a minute, dog. It's been a minute.
We got some shit on our chest.
We ain't had these arguments, dog.
Now, for notable games this weekend, you got...
there are no notable games this weekend. There's one notable game.
Oh, no. You said there
which is Michigan and Wisconsin.
You trying to tell me Alabama and Mercer ain't a...
Well, they going to give them a run for about 8 seconds.
You call it what you want.
Hold up, man.
West Virginia, Oklahoma.
Man, hold up. Can we call out... Give me 2 seconds.
West Virginia can move the ball.
Give me 2 seconds.
So it's going to be like 75-70 game.
Man, F the SEC and we going to play an FCS team in week 12.
That's the week.
That's some shit, dog.
That's real.
Dog,
the whole conference.
Whole conference.
So you put in a bye
except for Auburn, except for Arkansas, Mississippi State. I think they got a conference game. Well, but pretty much everybody has
each other's FCS team. Shout out to Angie.
Mississippi State, Ole Miss.
I love you, Angie.
No, that's next week. That's next week. No, Mississippi State, Ole Miss.
Okay, the 23rd. Yeah.
Yeah, that's next week. They playing the Egg Bowl the day after Thanksgiving. Come on, brother. You got to know these things.
No, I don't.
Not really.
They try to get y'all college football.
Oh, they got it.
All right, there we go. I skipped a week. That was on me.
They got the nobodies out there making a comeback.
Yeah, that's weird. You Louisiana Monroe against Auburn.
Yeah, hold up. No, screw that. Let me go to the SEC. Let's just do this from the
LSU and Tennessee.
You got Mercer, Alabama. Monroe and Auburn. Wofford and South Carolina.
Yeah, Clemson playing the Citadel.
Okay, it's only them only teams who got them.
It's still weak as hell.
Oh, Alabama gonna give you that one FCS team.
Eat my man's butt.
Ooh. Who the hell is that?
He played in the G League last year.
Oh snap!
Yeah, he got a whack haircut.
If you go look at his
Pistons down by 1.
His highlights, he just dunks on every play.
Milwaukee got a good squad too. Wait a minute. Damn, could have got that. He almost got that foul too. That's what I was thinking about. Was in Chicago. Tony Snell, and he's not. Tony Snell is that crackhead off the PJs. Yep. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick being GQ Man of the Year,
Citizen of the Year. What is it? Citizen of the Year or something like that?
I think it's like the same. Well, his a citizen. Nah, he's a citizen. Not Man of the Year. He's a citizen.
Yeah, he on the cover with the fro.
On the cover with the fro.
Man of the decade.
Ebony Man of the Month. Out there with the fro, got some dope pictures with the kids in the French braids, cornrows, whatever you want to call them. Still doing wonderful things in communities abroad and out here with the dashiki on, and just a great guy all around, man. He's still doing his thing. He's got a legal team. They out there digging and trying to dig in phone records and carrying on, but nonetheless, Colin Kaepernick still doing what he wants to do from a philanthropic, what do you want to call it? Teacher standpoint, know your rights, all that great stuff, man. So keep doing your thing, man. People had an argument. They got this bum ass meme floating around that's got JJ Watt on it, and then people like, yeah, this man raised $37 million after a hurricane. Now the hurricane was like 2 months ago. They was you know what was coming. You knew what was coming, man. Cass was out there, the others. They was out there, pushing that.
And that ain't the shit on JJ Watt.
At all. It's like, can he get in for next year? The year's not over. Watt is a great person, period. Does he play enough football?
Because you know what
Maybe
you got to you got to you got to put people up against each other. That's what it can't be. Okay, they both have done great citizen shit.
Yeah,
in order to prop one guy up, you have to bring this other person down.
That's the dumbest shit ever. Yeah.
That's just the nature of humanity. Though.
That's the nature of hateful bastards.
That too.
But nonetheless,
the nature of racism. Call it what it is.
Well, I was going to use hate, but it's racial hate. It's still all one and the same. Now, from a football perspective of things, a couple of teams just still suck real bad. Namely the Niners
and the Giants,
the Browns, the Giants. Still got other teams out there doing well. Patriots, Steelers, who play tomorrow night against Tennessee, which I am concerned that they're gonna play to the talent of Tennessee.
Tennessee and I just ain't bad.
But you're talking like exactly what
you're
the hell
talking like Tennessee,
about.
Some hoes.
They beat Indy by 3 Sunday.
NFL
by
dog.
3, dog.
They got Jacoby Brissett, bro.
Hey man,
the hell. Like I said,
Frank Gore.
This gonna be too tight of a game.
87-year-old Frank Gore.
But they got a dog offensive line and can run that thing.
Who, the Colts?
No, the Titans. Oh.
They gotta play still a football. Martavis apparently got his head back on straight. Take advantage. Play to your strengths. Get the hell up out of there on the Thursday night.
They schizophrenic.
I know.
Your squad.
That's what I'm saying.
I heard somebody say, "Oh, they gonna turn on the light switch." I say, "What?
No. This is the normal Steelers season. They go play to the level of certain cats when they play. They gonna have a couple of games.
We lost to y'all.
I can. They just played better that day.
Nah, we played absolutely, totally trash.
And they played better than
the All-Star
trash.
Game, bro.
Who?
I'm getting me a Tolliver jersey, son.
You wear number 43. I wish you would come in here.
You should have asked me. I met the nigga
they got
Lifetime.
They got him over at Dunham's 2 for $5.
Yeah, Dunham Sports Store. Dunham Sports Store. That's the only jersey I saw in Famous Footwear.
What was MC Sporting Goods?
MC Sporting Goods. You can get an Anthony Tolliver jersey with 2 large pizzas. And it be all kind of doctors and medical officers ironed on to it. Nice ass dude though. I met him in person, man. Nice guy.
Like a good brother, man.
You totally could get his jersey at Jiffy Lube though.
Keep balling.
Please keep balling. So
sorry.
Nah, we just Pistons fans. Ain't no big deal. But yeah, the rest of football. I mean, it's we pretty much know what the top teams are across the board.
Like it might have been on the line.
There aren't many teams that are too big a surprise now. I mean, it is what it is. That Richard Sherman injury is gonna hurt Seattle.
It ain't like Seattle defense was that dominant anyway.
That's a team. That's a team. If you said they're gonna hit a switch,
they're good to do that.
Yeah, I still kind of believe in them. They got a left tackle now. We see how big left tackles are in this league. We saw Dak Prescott's career almost end. You know,
Adrian
that blindside motherfucker, man.
They gave up 6 sacks to a dude who ain't had 6 sacks in like 3 years.
Damn.
So much so they put it in his contract like we give you almost $1 million if you get 6 in the season.
All them escalators in one game.
Wow. Yeah. So
that's why. Did you see him at the end of the game? He was sitting over on the bench looking like. He kind of looked like he was in the zone. I didn't at the time. I didn't know about the clause. He was over there counting that bread. He was like
I just made $750,000
tonight.
Thank you, Dallas.
Need to file exempt on that check.
Right.
real.
But yeah, nonetheless, a lot of football is still left to be played. I mean, we're pretty much at the final quarter of the season. If any other teams have a switch to hit aside from Seattle, who else y'all think?
Detroit Lions, man.
Detroit Lions, okay. They got that last final push.
Schedule-wise, they should be they should be they should be favored in every game in the last 7 weeks.
Except for the Minnesota game.
Why?
The Minnesota defense was legit. But we beat them. But
we already beat them, but and then the Minnesota game is Thanksgiving at home.
True.
So Minnesota win. Who else they got?
What'd you say?
I said Minnesota, that's a win.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, we're not doing that's a win.
Right. I just said we should be favored in all our games for the rest of the season.
To win that division, make a long story short.
Yeah, we should.
We should. It's designed to, but we still got Jim Caldwell.
He don't call plays. My beef is with,
Jim Caldwell got to be the worst parent to come to parent-teacher conference because he don't give a damn how bad his son is doing. He's just there, so he failed everything. Okay, all right. Well, we gonna get out of here. You have a good night.
We gonna get better.
We gonna get better.
Man, if we could call our game was at its height when we played Green Bay. You saw what our offense can be when it can be dynamic. Why we call a totally different game every damn week? I don't understand. We don't play to our strength. That is my biggest beef with the Lions. We don't play to our strength.
Y'all better take care of this division.
They literally go into weeks like we're gonna run the ball 40 times.
Right, dog. You don't.
What are y'all doing? What take?
We don't. See my eyes bug out. I thought about that Steelers game. Run it, please. Every time they ran the ball, I was happy as hell.
What are y'all doing? And my question is, what are y'all setting up? Now, of course, we're not.
They playing the Bears.
I'm not gonna sit there and act like. I know offensive football and all that stuff, and that there's no reason. I get it. There's a reason why you run the ball because it opens up a pocket between the safeties and the linebackers because your linebackers are coming up because they get anxious. Can't believe they running the ball again. I'm about to get a tackle for a loss because we know they can't block. So I get it, but it is frustrating as a Lions
when you got a running game like you have.
Yeah, because it's not anything beneficial that's really coming from it.
Are they last in the run game?
I wouldn't be surprised.
My biggest thing is play calling. We do something on first down and then we come back 2nd and 10 and try to run a dive play.
Right.
And it's now it's 3rd and 8.
Right.
Dog, why? Why do we just do that?
It's can we just do what we do in the fourth quarter
or running out of the shotgun? I hate running out of shotgun.
Yeah.
I hate it.
When your line can't block.
Yeah. When you're working with your 4th and 5th tackles.
Right.
Yeah, dog. You trying to put in a lot on them.
Good to get our left tackle back.
Big.
Huge.
And we cut Greg Robinson.
All right. So
sorry.
Are y'all Ravens fans this week?
I just want to beat the Ravens when we play them.
Why no, because they're playing Green Bay. Y'all Ravens fans.
Oh, this is the time of year where all your rooting interests. Of course, if you don't play fantasy, y'all fantasy fake folks. But if you really a fan of your team, you watch everything. Anytime it's an AFC, NFC game, you cheering for the AFC team. Anytime your division rival is playing, you want them to lose. So yeah, every week it's no. Yeah, boy. It's no. We don't cheer for NFC opponents.
Yeah, ain't no. We ain't rooting NFC. What are we? The North. You know how the SEC chant. We not
for that. That's all right. He about to hit 1 or 2.
I ain't been both of them boys on you.
I wish we could turn Blaha up. Just give the people what they want.
Do they really want Blaha?
Yes.
He also the Michigan State dude, though.
I was thinking that the other day.
So
I didn't know for a long time.
You can't have everything.
He was
man.
Their voice.
Yeah,
right?
he's the voice of,
and I said to
Spartan
myself,
football, man.
I said to myself, and it didn't bother me until the botched punt.
Hey man,
hearing his call on the botched punt, it was like, you know what? You can go to hell, George Blaha.
I don't know how I feel about this.
But hearing him do Pistons games is that.
Okay, he did. He knocked down 1 or 2.
I told you.
I'll take that all day. One game. One game that's interesting out here is going to be this Eagles and Cowboys game for all intents and purposes. It's here.
That defensive line about to run them boys crazy.
It's going to be interesting to see if this is a opportunity for Dak and the offense to hit a switch.
Call time out. You in the corner. Oh, dude. You got Giannis and another 6'11" guy on you. Call timeout.
They're not going to foul? Do they have foul?
That's bad basketball, Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
I see you on the streets.
He should have gave that ball up. As soon as he starts losing.
He should have called timeout. You got 2 timeouts. You in the corner. You being trapped. What are you doing? You gonna dribble? I mean, you're not Kyrie, dude.
Definitely not.
Hey, he had a Kyrie. He thought he was about to have his Kyrie moment. He about to come up out of there, split the middle.
No, definitely didn't happen that way. So yeah, nonetheless, you say Philly goes ahead and run through Dallas.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you the dumbest shit ever is Zeke fighting that damn suspension. He should have took them 6 games early in the year.
He dropped the appeal
because that way now your team is in a battle.
That was pride.
It's definitely pride. And Jerry like, we gonna keep fighting this.
Right.
Jerry behind that also. But take them 6 early at the beginning of the year. Then you got the whole, now you're in an intense playoff battle and you don't have your best player. To where during the first 6 weeks you would have just, whatever, we just make do how we go down. And then as long as we stay in the hunt, when he come back, he comes back fresh, and he can do what he got to do. That's just bad management on that.
I agree. I mean, it's especially now you see it all came down to him.
Yeah, because he
withdrawing the damn appeal.
Well, that's because he knew because this what happened. He's gonna miss 4 games with the appeal regardless. So that puts him at, I think, 5 games, and then by the time they heard it. Okay, he was going to miss games. So it's like at this point, it's not really a reason to fight it because it's the time of the season, so late in the year. He was going to miss the games waiting on the appeal to happen.
This schedule works out where they can still probably win 10 games on the season.
They got to win. They got to win this weekend.
So,
if that's okay.
If they might be able to sneak in. Doubtful that they'll get. They're not going to win their division, so they're in a wild card race. Team like the Lions needs to.
We got to win the division.
We got to win the division.
We got to win.
We can't the wild card. We done.
No, the wild card. We got 3 losses against the NFC South, and that division they tough. In the East, you pretty much only got the Eagles. I don't know where Washington is. I don't think they really in the hunt, and the Cowboys are still. But the Cowboys can go either way.
Washington 4 games back. In their division, they out.
They ain't doing nothing.
No, they through. But a lot of teams, ironically, just seen a lot of teams just beating up on each other. You got Dallas 5-4, Washington 4-5, Detroit 5-4, Green Bay 5-4, Carolina they 7-3, but they behind New Orleans 7-2, Atlanta 5-4.
That's why I ain't seen the New Orleans thing at all.
Nah, I didn't.
I saw
not at all.
They housed us.
Well, but for them to just play that well, you saw the first game out. You're like, it's about expected.
Foul him. Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh,
yeah, they got the foul. Good. So they down 2. Pistons down 2. 10 seconds left, and they just putting Milwaukee on the line. It should be able to hopefully get one of these misses.
Shout out to the continued excellence, dominance on offense.
Oh yeah,
continuing to find pieces that they utilize to make them look like Pro Bowlers every week.
Once again, we don't need you to do A, B, and C. B, C, and D. We just need you to do A
really well.
Just do A. Don't do nothing else.
Right.
Just do this.
7-2, and right below them is Buffalo, which for Buffalo to be 5-4 is pretty good for them. But same concept, man. Teams just beating up on each other. They 5-4. Miami 4-5.
QB.
Damn,
It's bizarre.
really? Well, 5 games up.
Yeah,
They benched Tyrod. It was like,
they didn't want Tyrod Taylor in the first place.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, you can tell how they handled him with the whole money situation.
Yeah.
They said, look, you can get the hell out, or you can take this this kind of medium level
Quarterback
deal for.
Mediocre deal.
I mean, they basically paying him what, good backup money.
yeah.
Right.
And said you can try and go somewhere else, but they knew nobody else would want him to start, so he said, all right, I'll take this starting gig. So they get to a point in the season where it's like, we not gonna really be able to do nothing. So they want to see what else they got. I've never heard of the guy that's coming in. Did
Steven
you?
Peterman.
Yeah,
The
where is he
QB.
from?
I think he got a Pitt.
Yeah,
A rookie.
And other than that, man, I mean, this is pretty much seeing how the rest of the season go round out. You got Thanksgiving Day games next weekend. Next Thursday, I should say, Vikings and Lions. Chargers and Cowboys right after that.
That Chargers Cowboys game should be good.
Yeah, definitely should be good.
Like you say, it's
Pretty
amazing
evenly
you get a
matched.
coach. Man, LA is the true turnaround, but then that just lets us know how bad Jeff Fisher really was.
Dog, he one of the worst to ever do it. He got
I ain't gonna say he one of the worst to ever do it. That's going. You just hit a whole nother extreme.
No, you're not.
But he was just the most. He was
Jeff
the most
Fisher's horrible.
7-9, is 8-8 coach ever. And but he's not. He wasn't an offensive coach, and he didn't.
It's tremendously average.
Yeah.
That ain't good at all. I don't care what y'all talking about. That's terrible.
It happens.
Yeah, but
Bro,
no, it's
shouldn't have
it's
happened.
bigger than that. You when 9 of your next 11 are on the road,
You need that.
you know what I'm saying? Now it's a good team, but we play a lot of good teams. So
And we were in this game. Mental mistakes toward the end. Just,
right. So you know this is the type of road trip that can turn. They come out of this and they hovering around
500.
13 win. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
'Cause
oh.
you went from 9-4 to all of a sudden now you're like 10-8.
You know what I'm saying? And now you playing that 500 game the rest of the season.
If they start doing that, I'm like tank, because this year actually
It's too late to tank.
You
I
think
mean,
it's
you
too
got
late?
to first of
It's a
all,
real tank.
you can't tank with a Stan Van Gundy as your coach, and with actual players that these guys that are play for, they play on basically year to year to stay in the league.
Right.
So you're not getting these guys to tank.
Yeah,
It don't work like that.
I just said that because this is the year where you just got so.
It's not gonna happen. That's the bad part of being a Piston fan is because either you're gonna be right around that mediocre spot.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never get a free agent that'll come there.
Right.
The only time that you will make a blockbuster type trade is a la Rasheed Wallace, where you already have a championship level squad, and then you make a big time move to bring in a piece that is just kind of wasting away on another team on a expiring type deal. It's like let me see if I can add this guy to push us over the top. We'll never be in that conversation to get that type of pick in game changing type player out of college. It's just not gonna happen. So
Well, hell, there ain't too many of them changing the game like that anyway.
I don't know. It
Not
seems
as
starting
many.
to see an influx when you talk about an Embiid, when you talk about a
Come on, how long did that
Simmons.
take? How long did that take?
Oh, we talking
7
about
years.
No. Oh, you talking about the whole process?
Yeah,
But you said a player. They had to miss a lot in order to end up getting an Embiid.
That's not worth it.
All right, yeah, it's not but you can find guys now that can come right in. I mean, you see it with Simmons. I think Michael Porter is going to be that type of guy.
Right.
We kind of are it's unfortunate because you used to have 10 players every year that could come in and immediately
difference.
contribute. So, but now that's down to like
5.
2 or 3. Yeah, you going 5?
I'm giving 5 just max.
Yeah, definitely 5
That's
max.
super generous.
But Jaylen Brown for Boston,
Immediate impact player.
he's in his second year. That's somebody that really worked on this game, and
Yeah.
Brogdon. But he wasn't a lot. lottery pick. I'm talking about
they lucked
guys.
they
lucked into Brogdon. Yeah. Lottery picks but this year I'm seeing a lot of a lot of young guys that actually come in and actually produce. So, you know, I hate to act like we just lost the championship because our season is down the drain.
Well, you know what? You're starting to take them serious now. Deal. That's the real deal.
You know, it feel good to have a squad that, I've been through a lot.
I've been through a lot. You don't know what I had to go
My squad's been struggling lately.
Big Diane should have got a ring.
I just want to celebrate, damn it.
I don't know why they got Chris Webber. I don't know. His knees was shot like Ricky on Buzz in the Head. About to get ready to close out the show.
I'm done.
We're about to get ready to close out the show. But yeah, great sports talk as usual, man. We try to hit as many points as we can in an hour and a half on a Wednesday hump day. So we thank everybody that checked us out tonight. We're going to be watching a little bit more hoops before we go to bed, of course, respectively. Tomorrow night, NFL Thursday. Hopefully nobody gets hurt.
Is it a college game on tomorrow?
You know damn well it was a college game on last night.
You talking about college football?
Any college game. I'm not watching Thursday night football.
Who is it?
Steelers and the Titans.
Yeah, you can watch that.
I don't watch Thursday night football.
It's no.
I can't.
To answer your question, this is the time of year where all the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is Mac night. Mac whack night.
It was Maction and night, and we just lost the NIU.
Nothing on Friday.
Nah, that's a wrap.
It's high school playoffs this time of year. I'm going to watch DeSoto on Friday.
Where? To
go see the Twins. This at their first round playoff game is at DeSoto.
Oh, the two Twins, they're going to Michigan?
Yeah.
All right.
I've hit up like five of their games.
They playing at DeSoto.
At DeSoto against Clovis or some team they're going to blow out. So,
at DeSoto.
It's at DeSoto.
What time?
7 o'clock.
I ain't going to be up working time. But nonetheless, we'll be keeping our eye on some Texas football because that's damn near just as important as college football.
It's a big deal.
Parts. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll have the shows posted. I've been doing terrible at that shit the last one and a half.
No comment.
No posts.
Hey, I've been doing grown-up stuff, man. New home on the way. Appreciate Sam for getting the music ready. I don't really care if you call me. You can even call me bro. I might have to listen to this when I go home. Scalpers.
We out.
Thank you everybody for checking us out. Peace.